You're watching the CVP Network, broadcasting the 2009 Pioneer Bank Parade in downtown Sergeant Bluff. This is the Gooden Insurance Parade Preview Show. Now here are your hosts, Rich Moore and Tony Ulrich.
Welcome to the CVP Network's coverage of the 2009 Pioneer Bank Parade. I'm Tony Ulrich.
And I'm Rich Moore. It's a pleasure to have you with us this year. We're just moments away from the big parade happening here in downtown Sergeant Bluff, kicking off this historical four-day town gathering celebration. The parade this year is similar to previous years, as it will begin by leaving the stream parking lot at the D Street entrance. Then it will follow the path heading north on D Street, trailing through the downtown area. Before the entries cruise down C Street, participants will make a short jaunt to the west on 6th Street. The parade will end at the Sergeant Square Drive entrance at Stream.
Now, as we glance at our parade cameras placed near the parade route in downtown Sergeant Bluff, you can see that there is an incredible turnout with the people again this year, comprised of not only the Sergeant Bluff community, but also the neighboring communities. So it appears that this year's celebration is well supported by the community, and you can tell that a few sprinkles of rain before the parade certainly did not keep patrons away. Now, Rich, what do you say? Do you think the Sergeant Bluff residents are ready to begin another chapter to this Pioneer Valley tradition?
It's a great tradition. I think we're ready to go, Tony.
All right, let's do it. This is our coverage, Gooden Insurance Parade Preview Show. Now, this is the second year, actually, that Rich and I have co-hosted the parade in downtown Sergeant Bluff. And Rich, it's a pleasure to have you joining me again this year and sort of doing the play-by-play announcing, if you will, again this year. So now we have a special thing to share with you today, and we're going to show a few short clips from 1 year ago and take a look back at Rich and I's great moments covering the parade in Sergeant Bluff.
On location in downtown Sergeant Bluff, this is the 2008 Pioneer Valley Days Parade. Stand by, Rich and Tony. The fun begins now.
Hello and welcome to Sergeant Bluff, Iowa, where a community-wide celebration is about to begin momentarily.
We're in for a great parade, good celebration of small town middle America.
And of course we see the banner now for Pioneer Bank. Members of Pioneer Bank, they are featuring their big piggy bank. Boy, look at that thing. I wonder how long that took to make.
I wonder how much money it would hold.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow. College is taken care of.
And they are, wow. I wish I could do
tumbling.
that.
They look like they're ready to compete and ready to...
I don't think I can use the excuse that I'm too old to do backflips.
No, but I can. My guess, it's a good thing that the police officer was up at the front of the parade, Tony, because the way they're driving, I don't think that would be accepted.
I think we did an excellent job of pulling this off for the first time.
You can't do something like this just on a whim. You've got to. There's a lot of planning that comes in, and our sponsors helped us out a great deal, and we're appreciative for their help and all the help of the staff and the crew here. It's been fun.
Rich, I still have the Siouxland Community Media T-shirt, and the last couple of years covering the parade here in Sergeant Bluff, Rich and I, of course, have been wearing a few T-shirts. So this time we have the Creative Video Productions T-shirts, and it's it's a lot of fun just covering this parade on television. So,
Tony, our parade preview show is brought to you by Gooden Insurance. Contact Jim Gooden or David Clem for a full review of your insurance. Gooden Insurance will make sure you have the right coverage, and they will save you money. Speak with Jim or David at 943-1555.
Next on our program, we will talk about some of the entries appearing in the 2009 Pioneer Bank Parade. Despite this year being a non-election year, there were a few gaps that needed to be filled with more participants. We'll tell you about some of the parade personnel returning again this year. And later, I'll introduce you to one bystander who has attended this celebration for over 20 years. Coverage of the Pioneer Bank Parade is only minutes away. You're watching the Gooden Insurance Parade Preview Show. Don't go away.
The thing I like best is you don't treat me like I'm a 20-year-old, even though I am a 20-year-old.
Rick is my friend. I trust him and he respects me. Nothing is more important than that.
I know I'm not your biggest customer, but you always make me feel that I'm important to you.
I can do everything online, or I could just call Connie.
It's really true. At Pioneer, it's personal.
It's personal.
It's personal.
It's personal.
There's no way I'd bank anywhere else.
Sharon says it best with lovely embroidery, cool screen printing, signs, vehicle lettering, and now Creative Books. Your children will adore personalized stories written about them. Get your Creative Books at Sharon's Embroidery in Lamar's.
The Parade Preview Show is sponsored by the Gooden Insurance Agency in Sergeant Bluff.
Our show this year, we're going to see it from a couple different angles. One is our Eagle Eye camera. That'll be high in the sky on a boom truck in downtown Sergeant Bluff, and we hope it'll give you a different perspective of our parade today. We're taking a look now at some of the images of the crowds that have gathered here in downtown Sergeant Bluff. You can see that there are a lot of people of all ages who are excited and can't wait to see what's new in this year's parade. In a short while, we'll be seeing the parade marshals heading down the parade route in Sergeant Bluff. Last year, Mayor Dale Peterson had the honors of being the parade marshal of the 2008 Pioneer Valley Days Parade. And this year, Jerry and Bobby Logeman are the official parade marshals of the 2009 Pioneer Bank Parade here in Sergeant Bluff. 185th Air Refueling Wing will be joining us again this year with our nation's colors. Pioneer Bank will also be in the parade with some new surprises. Last year, Pioneer Bank displayed its big piggy bank. The Siouxland Flyers All-Star Cheerleading will be tumbling for us on the downtown streets of Sergeant Bluff. And who could forget the Abu Bakr Shriners Rap Patrol? They always put on a show for us here in Sergeant Bluff, and we'll be looking forward to seeing their Rap Patrol cars routine later in our broadcast today. It's time now to switch gears and to check in with Tony Ulrich, who is street side at the Pioneer Bank Parade route, where he is standing by with a local patron who has been a part of the Pioneer Valley tradition for a long time. Tony?
All right, thanks, Rich. We're here with a patron here along the sidelines of the parade here in downtown Sergeant Bluff, getting ready for the Pioneer Bank Parade. And how are you faring things here in downtown Sergeant Bluff despite a little bit of rain?
Oh, it's fine. The weather's holding up, and it's not too muggy, so it's not too hot for the kids, and everybody's having a good time.
Okay, and what are you looking forward to in this year's parade?
My daughter is an EMT with the fire department, and volunteer fire department for Sergeant Bluff, so she's in the parade this year.
Okay, how many years has she been doing that?
She just started, so she's a newbie at it.
Oh, very good. And are you from Sergeant Bluff, or? Okay. How many?
My parents, this was his hometown, my father, and he was in the Air Force full time, and when he retired, we came back here to be by family. I've been here most of my life since, so.
Oh, very good. So you would consider this Sergeant Bluff tradition for you, right?
Oh, definitely. It's been a lot of years.
Well, thanks so much for talking with us today here on the Gooden Insurance Parade Preview Show. Rich, I'm going to send it back to you.
Hey, we'll see you again in just a moment. All right, thanks, Tony. That concludes our parade preview show brought to you by Gooden Insurance. We're going to take a quick water break, and when we return, we'll have complete coverage of the Pioneer Bank Parade only here on the CVP network. Please stay with us.